Hey guys, welcome back to WODdoc Project 365, episode 1409. Guys, if you're following along on YouTube, please jump on over to WODdoc.com. Check out all of our full-length videos. That's where we house them. What we're talking about today is sleeping position. This is something that came in as a question from the users out there, so I would like to answer it. It's also something that I discuss with my patients pretty often, okay? Now, when we're talking about a normal functioning human that has no problems, we can often get away with many different ways of sleeping. When we're talking about a person that has back problems or neck problems or shoulder problems, this is where these things become that much more important, okay? And the first one I want to talk about is sleeping on our stomach and the reason why it's bad for us, okay? So if we get into a position, I know I'm on the wrong side of the bed. I'm doing this so it's a better angle. If we get into a position and we put ourselves into a position that looks like this, which is a typical stomach sleeping position, you're going to say, oh, that's comfortable, that's the way I like to sleep. But let me tell you why that isn't great for you. Because if I was to have this conversation just like this, and I was to continue to have this conversation for 5 minutes, we probably recognize that staying in a position that looks like this all the time for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes probably wouldn't be that comfortable. But when we lay down onto our stomach, even the worst sleeper sleeps like that for several hours. Now the second position, onto our side, all right? This is a position that's going to be tough on our shoulders because we can impinge the shoulder joint itself. It's also going to be tough on our neck because typically what happens is we end up in a position that looks like this or like this. It's very hard for us to stay in a neutral position with our head and spine in a neutral lateral flexion position, right? Or what happens is that we'll tend to dip one side of our body into a concave position. That's bad for our shoulders and for our back. So, what's the easiest thing to do or the best thing to do? Eliminate the pillow or have a very minimal pillow and sleep on your back, okay? Granted, my legs would be straight if my head was if my head was on the other side of the bed, but this is the easiest way to put yourself into a neutral position. It's not great for everyone, okay? There are ideal populations for this, and there are people that it won't work for that much at all. If you have advanced osteoarthritis or some degenerative changes that doesn't allow your back to get into extension and doesn't allow your neck to get into a retracted position, it's probably not going to work for you. But for those of you guys out there that don't have those conditions, this is going to be the easiest way for you to return to normal status, all right? So, questions, comments, please post them below. Otherwise, guys, we're here each and every day optimizing function to optimize performance.